The next must-have is dealing with your miter gauge. Now the standard miter gauge that comes with your saw is generally a little bit too small to do anything with. It's hard to grip on here. Smaller pieces are very problematic to cut, and most importantly, the distance between the edge of that miter gauge and the blade is so broad that anytime that you cut anything, there's normally chip out on the back side. What I'm going to suggest you do is provide an extension for this. This is how I did it. Here's a miter gauge I decided to modify. What I did is I used a piece of MDF, 3/4 inch MDF, and I cut a slot down the back side that matches up to the holes in your miter gauge. Now, if your miter gauge doesn't have holes, then drill a couple in there. What I found is that I can insert a toilet bowl bolt through that T-slot, and adjusting that onto the back of the fence provides a really great extension. To cut that slot, I used either a T-slot bit or, in this case, a keyhole bit. Now, sometimes a keyhole bit won't cut quite a wide enough groove to be able to allow that bolt to slide through there, so make your first pass in the router table, then come back at it a second time until that bolt slides easily. Once you've tightened these nuts, you can adjust that fence all the way over the top of the blade so that either cutting at 90 degrees or 45 will be fully supported. Cutting small pieces is very easy to do. We've also designed a small little stop block that will allow you to cut multiple pieces the same size. And as this piece of MDF wears out, just slide it over a little bit to a nice fresh piece. And remember again, this is MDF, so it's not going to hurt your saw blades at all. It's a great add-on to your miter gauge.